morning, brothers and sisters. Today, I'm going to talk about something people have failed to understand. Our local people have failed to understand this. I'm going to use the two languages, English and maybe Uganda. Here is what I want to talk about, that is the personality oba enneeyisa y'omuntu, embeera z'omuntu, enneeyisa ye. That's personality. People have failed to understand personality. What is personality, first of all? This is how someone behaves, takes himself socially, psychologically, and spiritually. This is how the behaviors of a person are always happen to be within him or her. Personality is one of the things that has held the society accountable to very many messes. Failure to identify your colleague, your wife, your children, your neighborhood's personalities, then this is where the trouble always comes from. Many of us, we are created in different types of personalities. Twatondebwa mu bikula ebyenjawulo ebyenneeyisa zaffe. Kyova olaba omuntu ateranga nnyo okunenya munne nti bannange oba omusajja oyo oba omukyala oyo yeeyisa atya, naye yannema okutegeera lwaki ekikula kye kyekimufuula bw'atyo. Si ye nga ye, kizibu kitwala ebbanga okukyusa embeera z'omuntu. It takes very big period of time to change someone's personality. Endowooza y'omuntu okugikyusa kitwala ebbanga. Obufumbo bumenyesebwa bukwe failing ku identifying a personality. Obufumbo breaking up lwa ku failing ku identifying embeera y'omwagalwa wo mbeera ki. What is the essence of courtship? The essence of courtship is identify the person is identified, the period you spend living together is a period of understanding your partner. It's a period of understanding your colleague. It's not a period of moving into beaches, the so-called kulyabulamu. It's not that period. This period is to identify the person's behaviors. Will you manage? Will you be able to live with this person? When we engage, we need to marry up with our partner's personalities in order to live a longer period of time. You understand? We need to marry those personalities. Embeera z'omuntu tulina okuziwasa ne tufaanagana. That's why in most cases when people marry up, end up resembling. End up looking one another. Please get to know your fiance's personality. Enneeyisa, if you are to succeed in a courtship, if you are to succeed in a marriage. Otherwise, courtship is not all about moving here and there. It is all about understanding the partner, understanding your real friend. Who is your real friend? Understand him or her. If you are going to finish up in life, we are living a desperate life, a desperate marriage because of their personalities. Marriage failing up because the time we spent with our partners in courtship wasn't the time of identifying them, wasn't a time of knowing what they are, but it was all about eating and moving around. No, that's not the case. The case is, if I'm married, if I'm engaged to Robert, what is his personality? If I'm engaged to Jessica, what is his personality? Eneisa yeriwa. If I have produced a child, what is this child's behaviors? If I identify them that they are bad behaviors, are they easy to tame? We should be able to tame our children's behaviors if at all we identify them at an early age. Because personality is inbuilt and it grows. Eneisa y'omuntu ekula. It does grow. It does grow. Please, when we understand what personalities are, in psychology, there's what we call personality disorders. But still, there are someone's behaviors. They are someone's behaviors. No matter being a disorder, it is someone's behavior. But what matters is, are you ready to go with this disorder? Are you ready to go with a man who is quiet? Are you ready to go with a man who is talkative? Are you ready to go with the man who doesn't respond? Those are all personalities. Are you ready to go with a man who is smarter every day? That is a personality. Being smart is a personality. Are you ready to go with a lady who is smart? It is a personality. Are you ready to go with a lady who is shabby? A man who is shabby doesn't care of himself or herself. Please, let us understand what the personalities are. Eneisa y'omuntu olirede okugenda n'omusajja ng'ali smart. Taakumaleeko ddembe. Mulimu abantu abagamba nti omusajja bannange buyonjo bulabika bunaasukka. Taakumaleeko ddembe. Omusajja omukyafu taakumaleeko ddembe. Olirede okugenda naye. Are you ready? Nga temunaba kwenjeera mu ma beaches, temunaba kutambulira mu ma beaches kulya bulamu. Kulya ssente. Embeera z'omuntu gw'otutte ku biiki ozimanyi. Bw'onaaba omutuusize waka ng'ebya biiki bivuddewo, ogenda kubeera naye okumala ebbanga nga tonnamutwala mu church, nga tonnamutwala kugattibwa kuteekebwako mpeta. Otherwise wano empeta we zibreakingira. Empeta zibreakingira wano nti mu budde oba okwidentifyinga omuntu anaakuzimba, omuntu gw'onaatambula naye mu lugendo olwo olw'obufumbo, muba mu budde bwa kutambula. Lwaki? Mulemererwa okwidentifyinga embeera z'omuntu. Let us get to know, let us get to understand what people really are. Your children, abaana bo bali batya? Your wife, your husband, how are they? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for these tips. Today I've talked about personality. Despite I've not exhausted it, but at least I've given you a tip. They're just tips. I cannot exhaust what psychology is, because this is a branch of psychology. But it's a tip. Thanks so much. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips. Health tips, social tips, psychological and spiritual tips. Thank you.